Let me welcome you to my channel. Before we begin the video, I would really appreciate it if you could subscribe and like this post. The highly coveted Wwe will be up for grabs in a tribal combat match between Roman Reigns and Solo Sikoa on the January 6th episode of WWE Raw on Netflix. If the previous big dog loses the fight against his cousin, he will lose his rightful position as tribal chief, which would be a tremendous loss for him. But a WWE great may turn up to assist Reigns in retrieving the Wwe. It would be none other than Rikishi, Solo's father and a WWE Hall of Famer. The last time we saw the 59-year-old Hall of Famer at a promotional event was in 2020. When he came to Survivor Series to witness The Undertaker's retirement ceremony. Because Solo, who declared himself tribal chief while Reigns was on vacation, never merited the Wwe, Rikishi may come back to eliminate him. After losing the undisputed WWE Championship to Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania 40, Roman Reigns didn't deserve the famous necklace, according to Solo. Even after Solo lost a singles bout against Rhodes at SummerSlam 2020, he refused to surrender the Wwe. Reigns received the necklace in 2020 from his father Sika and uncle Afa Wwe. But Rikishi may not support his son's claim to it, despite his previous support. He may still hold firm to Samoan culture and be unable to forgive Solo for his transgressions, despite his sympathetic spot for his son. Rumor has it that Rikishi will be returning to the Stamford-based promotion as Solo's Bloodline 2.0's Wiseman before the Survivor Series, but alas, it has not materialized. In addition, the Hall of Famer has made no secret of his disapproval of the Bloodline plot. Even Rikishi's nephew Jacob Fatu and son Solo have received comments from him. According to the Hall of Famer, Jacob Fatu's performance in WWE has left him enchanted. For what reason shouldn't he be? When it comes to 2024 WWE debut superstars, the Samoan werewolf is without a doubt the most stunning. His magnetic personality and boundless energy have completely dominated Solo Sikoa and the rest of the Bloodline. His charisma is reminiscent of that of the late WWE superstar Umaga. The excellent stuff from Jacob Fatu has not yet been seen by the world, according to Rikishi. Rumor has it that if Bloodline 2.0 leader Jacob Fatu loses to Roman Reigns, he may flip babyface and leave Solo. We will have to wait and see how WWE plans to go forward with Jacob Fatu. A perfect storm of surprise, spectacle, and riveting narrative is what makes WWE a unique and exciting universe. Many terrifying events have been observed by fans throughout the years, leaving them breathless and riveted to their TVs. Now that WWE is getting ready for its historic premiere on Netflix, fans are wondering what surprises are in store. Are we seeing the beginning of one of the most spectacular comebacks of our time? Who will help Roman Reigns in his monumental match against Solo Sikoa, a renowned character who has been absent for 4 years? How might this legendary superstar help get the coveted Wwe back? Let's explore the options thoroughly. For more than 2 years, WWE programming has been consumed with the story of the Bloodline. The self-styled tribal chief, Roman Reigns, has firmly cemented his position as one of the most formidable champions in the annals of the organization. As the head of a group that also comprises his cousins, the USOs, and the enforcer Solo Sikoa, Reigns has unparalleled authority and power. But the once unbreakable familial structure is showing signs of fissures. A raging family war has broken out as a result of Solo Sikoa's growing dissatisfaction with Reigns' leadership, and it is threatening to split the Bloodline in two. Isolated and defenseless, Reigns is the victim of a string of treacheries and brutal confrontations. The Wwe, which represents the Wwe family's leadership and Samoan pride, is now much sought for. Reigns wants the relic badly to regain his prestige, but Sikoa is claiming it as his own. Rumor has it that a famous character from Reigns' past may make a surprise comeback to provide assistance in the middle of this uncertain terrain. It is possible that a legendary superstar with strong links to the Wwe wrestling family may return to the ring after a 4-year hiatus. Just who is this? The idea of Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson being involved is quite appealing. Returning The Rock Reigns' real-life cousin and a legendary character in wrestling history would thrill WWE fans. The stakes in the conflict would rise to new heights with his arrival, which would add star power. Just picture Roman Reigns and The Rock side by side. With Roman's magnetic personality and famous wrestling abilities leading the charge to win back the Wwe. Emotional weights around family unity and atonement would reach a fever pitch, and the crowd's response would be thunderous. Monday Night Raw has entered a daring new age thanks to WWE's collaboration with Netflix. Taking advantage of streaming's larger audience and original material gives a once-in-a-lifetime chance to bring cinematic style to high-stakes narrative. A huge surprise that would excite fans old and new would be the perfect way to start a new chapter. The high tension shows that Netflix is known for have people glued to their screens well into the wee hours of the morning. WWE could use this storytelling technique to great use by releasing a multi-episode storyline about Roman Reigns' struggle for dominance and the re-emergence of a legendary ally. More in-depth character development, dramatic cliffhangers, and behind-the-scenes footage would all be possible in an episodic format than in a more conventional broadcast. Among the most surprising developments would be if The Rock showed up not just as a brute enforcer, but also as a peacemaker trying to mend the broken bloodline. Given his status as both a Hollywood superstar and a wrestling great, he would be in a prime position to contest Solo Sikoa's leadership ambitions. A heart-pounding advertisement using The Rock's trademark vocal abilities might remind Sikoa of the value of family and devotion while giving her a second opportunity. Another possibility is that Reigns may resort to more evil strategies in his desperate attempt to regain the Wwe. Involvement of The Rock in this situation might potentially make things more complicated. Is it possible that Reigns plans to gain absolute supremacy by betraying his famous cousin? The world of wrestling would be raw, and a high-stakes WrestleMania confrontation would be put in motion if Reigns were to launch an unexpected assault on The Rock, solidifying his status as the most vicious villain of his generation.